Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Wedding Supplier Association of the Philippines second webinar of this year. I will I would first like to introduce myself. I'm Kimberly Fontanilla, your host this afternoon. And of course, I would like to welcome our audiences who are watching on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and WSUP members that are present in this meeting. Today is a good day to guide us into clarity and inspiration. But before we introduce our guest speaker, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors for today. MedResults, Accounting Portal Philippines, Alabang Estate Realty Directory, Mobile Palengke, Philippine Travel Expo, Philippine Virtual Expo, Philippine Workshops, Online Pasalubong Center, and Philippine Hotels Directory. If you have any questions during the webinar, you may type your questions in the comment section. There will be an allotted time for the question and answer portion towards the end of the program. So let's not waste another minute. Let us introduce our guest speaker for today. My task of introducing our guest speaker is a great honor. Ali Canita is a home organization consultant and alignment coach. She is also a wife and a mother of two. Her passion in making sense out of chaotic situations, putting ideas together, and organizing them all helped her thrive in her 10-year marketing career in the healthcare industry. She worked for B. Brown Philippines, B. Brown Malaysia, and B. Brown Asia Pacific Regional headquarters for the fields of general surgery, cardiology, neurosurgery, and surgical asset management as a regional senior business executive and a product manager. She was able to intensify her skills as she chose to build her home organizing business in 2019 after getting her training from the National Association of Productivity and Organizing Professionals and certification from the International Association of Professional Organizers. She is also certified transformational coach, an advanced Reiki practitioner, and a Seraphim Blueprint practitioner. Today, she continues to help people sort through their possessions and let go of things that are not supporting their lives. Through a holistic approach, she guides clients into clarity, gratitude, and inspiration as they create and manifest spaces that feel good and inside out. Please welcome our speaker this afternoon, Miss Ali Canita. Let us give her a virtual round of applause.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Miss Ali. It's our great
Hi.
honor to have you this afternoon. Kumusta naman po kayo?
I'm good. Kamusta kayo? Hi, Kimberly.
Hello
Hi,
po.
Ella. Hello, everyone. There's a lot of you guys who are here today. And you can just type in the chat if you're excited. And if you are here right now, just type number 1 if you're listening. Because we're going to spend an hour or so together. And I'd like to make the most out of the session. So, yes, and a lot of
Yan, dahil
people are
pong
chiming
nagtatype
in
ng one.
already. Yes. Thank you, Kimberly, for the introduction. So can I start already sharing my screen? Or do we have some more parang part of the
Yes
program?
po, the stage is now yours po. So now let's,
Okay. All right, thank you. So, are you guys all here in Metro Manila or in different parts of the country? Yeah, I just need to get the access to share. Hold on. Here. Wait, but I have to stop share and oh, how come I cannot? Anyway, I will use my slide as virtual background. Can I do it? No more. Okay. Wait. Okay. Click and start and here we go. All right. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is really knowing how to create a space for success. We just started the year to 2022, and for some, it started not so good because they were sick, and for some, it was quite slow because so many things are happening. But still, even if it's not really the new year anymore, you can still begin to create a space for yourself and a space for your success. So what do I mean by this? Because we are like for us, we cannot do anything if our body is not feeling good. When our mind is all like when our minds are all filled up with so much thoughts and worries, most of the time it's debilitating or it's paralyzing. And it's difficult to do something or create something to become more productive. And also just the same, if our house is all in disarray, kung magulo, if you have worries around your house, it's still so difficult to create something that you like, even in your business or in school, medyo mahirap mag-concentrate. So in this session, it's really all about you being able to, find out how to make your home a conducive place for you to rest, and also a conducive place for you to create success in whatever you're doing, whether you're still studying or whether you're already working in whatever industry that you are in. Because when you have a sound mind and you have a sound body, you also have a sound home, and also vice versa. And we will find out how this is all interconnected because I will show you some pictures. And in each picture, I would like you to type in what you feel if you were seeing this or if you were in this place. Okay, so here's the first picture. Wait. Here's the first picture. If you see on your desk a pile of paper, whether it's old magazines, whether it's folders that you need for work or bills, or anything that is just taking up space on your table, how would you feel? Just type in the chat. And it's important to type in because it's also a good way for you to know and to process what you're learning in this session. So let me see in the chat who's typing already. There you go. Overwhelmed. Joshua feels overwhelmed. Me, when I see it, I would feel like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of things to do. Right? Or hala, hindi ko pa natatapos, unfinished business or unfinished projects. So I would feel stressed. So maybe some of you would just feel overwhelmed as well. So just type in, si Myrtle will feel distracted. Sino dito, yan, finally, lumabas yung word na irritated. Irritated, bothered, stressed. So that you, seeing just this pile of paper on your table already gives you a specific feeling, triggers a specific feeling, right? And how about this? Like if your desktop, since all of us or most of us are working at home, when you see something like this on your laptop itself, sobrang daming folders and ano ba yung gagawin ko dito? Uy, last week pa yung tab na to or kahapon pa. Tapos magtatrabaho ka but you cannot find a specific file that you're looking for, how would you feel? If your laptop or desktop is all cluttered. Lost. Pressure and frustrated. Rendell says panic. Panic, lalo na pagka in panic talaga, right? There. Okay. I love it that you guys are participating. And then here, what if after at the end of the day, after working, after studying, after doing errands or household chores, now, meron kang kwartong nag-aantay sa'yo para magpahinga. Meron pang pa-plants. If your favorite color is blue, it's all ready for you. And the pillows are so soft. How would you feel? When everything is all ready for you. Heaven for sure. Relief, says Andrea. Relaxed. All of you guys would feel relaxed and calm already. And it's all because you're highly sensitive beings. Highly sensitive beings in the sense that we are making sense of our world because of what we see. Because everything that we see triggers something in our minds already na parang, uy, trabaho yan. Uy, ang sarap matulog dyan. Diba? Pagka may nakita ka sa TV na nakakatakot na horror, even if it's not true, because it's just a movie, pero nakatakot siya, nararamdaman mo because we see it, and whatever our eyes see will have an effect on our feelings. And just the same, pagka malamig, if there's something painful that we touch, or something that tastes bad, meron na talagang thought process right away. And all of these thought process, I'm explaining it right now because it's very important for you to become mindful of your spaces so that you will be able to make sense, is this space actually helping me with my success or not? Because we make sense of the world through our senses. And with that, and because of everything that we see already triggers a specific thought or feeling in our bodies, in our heads, it helps or it contributes to stress. That's why earlier you guys are saying irritated, stressed, pagka nakakita ng magulo. And so that is how it plays around, especially when you are at home. So there's even a study before of 32 families that there is a link to cortisol levels. Cortisol levels means like it's a signal that your body is undergoing stress because of so many things at home. And this is all what we call clutter. Yung mga bagay na tapos na, hindi na ginagamit, pero nandyan pa rin, are actually stressing people out. Even if they say, I cannot let go of it because it's very important, it's sentimental, kahit na nabubulok na siya, may mga ganong levels. And so knowing this, know that there are things in your house right now that could be increasing your stress level or lowering down your stress level, just like the picture I showed, nasa bedroom na malinis. And it's all happening because, number one, inattention. Sobrang busy natin, hindi na natin napapansin mga paligid natin. Inattention also because, or common sight in a sense, we have already seen this since bata tayo, lumaki tayo sa magulong bahay, could be. And common na ganun talaga. And also because we're really busy. Wala na, hindi na natin napapansin dahil, or mapansin man natin, we just don't have the time to fix it or do it. Now, this is also the reason why I bring in mindfulness. So mindfulness is, so, have you heard of mindfulness before? If you've heard of mindfulness before, just type in the exclamation mark naman this time. Yeah, and so si Jade, she already have heard of mindfulness, and I think it's becoming more popular nowadays, this thing called mindfulness. So mindfulness, for those of you who are not aware, or it's the first time for you to hear what mindfulness is, it's really fully attending to what is happening. Your attention is 100% on something that you are doing in a space where you are moving through. And in decluttering, that's what you can do. You can begin with mindfulness first. Instead of, ay, sige, tatapon ko na to. Or, ay, sige, ito, wag mo na yan itatapon. But here, I invite you to become more mindful for, and also having the intention of creating success in your spaces. So, if we were to do mindfulness in your spaces, this is how you can do it. So first, you can scan the space around and notice. So I can already invite you to do that right now. Tingin kayo in your spaces. What do you see? And then what do you hear? Maingay ba? Malakas ba yung tunog ng electric fan? May sumisigaw ba sa kapitbahay? May aso bang tumatahol? O kaya meron bang manok na tumitilaok? Ganyan. And then notice your sense of feeling, yung sense of touch. Masyado bang mainit? Paghawak mo ba sa window mo, pag tingin mo, marami bang dust? And then sense of smell. Meron bang mabango dyan? Nag-essential oils ba kayo? Or amoy bagong laba? Amoy fabric conditioner ang damit ninyo? Ano ba? Ano ba yung mga different things that you smell? But when you start to feel, when you start to smell something not good, not right, like bulok or parang decaying something, it will already give you a triggering feeling of panic or takot, right? What else? So everything in your senses, not only with what you see. And notice, how are you feeling? How are you feeling in that space? Because that's also mindfulness. Na noticing everything, and then later on, finding out how do you feel about it. Do you feel stressed? May mga kwarto sa bahay, di ba, na madilim, ayaw mong ipasukin. Lalo na yung mga storage area, bodega, ganyan. You don't want to go there because nobody goes around there that much, or it's madilim siya talaga. And so we go back to your room. So in your room, do you feel good? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel like you're able to concentrate? Do you feel, if you're feeling stressed, what is it in your space that contributes to that feeling? Is it sa ilalim ng kama nyo ba may mga nakatago pa diyang mga paraphernalia ng mga ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend ninyo na hindi nyo ma-let go, na hindi nyo binubuksan kasi ay maalala ko na naman kung ano man yon. So, if there are things in your home that is not feeling good, you can already list that out, because our goal for this session is for you to feel good. And when you feel good, that's when success just flows in easily. Okay. Right. So because pausing and breathing can bring things in a helpful perspective, just imagine like parang glass of water, tapos lagyan nyo ng soil. Diba, it gets muddy. But after some time, pagka nag-pause, pinabayaan mo muna siya doon, bababa at bababa, may kita mo ulit yung clear water sa taas. That's what mindfulness can do to you. And with mindfulness, it's all about pausing and breathing so that you're able to see things very clearly. And so with doing mindfulness in your space, that's how you can say na, ay, magulo na nga pala talaga itong space na to. Ay, itong mga bagay na to, pwede ko na pala silang i-let go kasi they're not really making me feel so good. And that's what mindfulness can help you, how mindfulness can help you. And now I bring in intention. So anybody of you have heard intention before? like intentional living, intentional life, intentional, like what we're doing right now is actually intentional decluttering. Anybody of you have heard it before? Because here I will explain to you what intention is. So intention is your why. Bakit ka nga ba bumabangon? At bakit mo nga ba ginagawa lahat ng ginagawa mo? And this is an intention is also what you want to experience. Kaya mo siya ginagawa is for you to be able to experience care, for you to experience love as you serve your family, as you serve the people in your company, or because your intention can also be a powerful driving force. Comparing intention to a goal is something smart, something specific, something that is measurable, actionable, realistic, time-bound, di ba? So that's very specific. But an intention is an overarching, pagka na-achieve mo na yung goal na yon, ano yung mararamdaman mo? And that's what we talk about for intention. So let me ask you this question. What is your intention for the year? So some of you will say, ang goal ko kasi mag-lose ng pounds, pumayat. But if your goal is to lose pounds or pumayat, pagka na-achieve mo yon, ano ba yung mararamdaman mo talaga? Masasabi mo sa sarili mo na, wow, ang galing ko. Wow, kinaya ko yon. Ay, wow, healthy na ako. So, you can translate your goal into an intention by inserting or parang putting or replacing it with a specific theme or a specific value. Like for me, pagka ma-hit ko yung sales target ko for the year, for me it means that I am abundant and that I am powerful kasi I was able to do that from scratch in a pandemic, parang ganyan. So you can share with me a goal, and then you can also, if you don't want to share the goal, you can actually just answer with your intention. So or if not, you can, if it's not very clear for you, you can tell me what your goal is, and then I will help you find out what the intention is for you. So let me stop sharing first so that I can see everybody in the gallery. Okay, so anybody who would like to share your goal or your intention for the year? Wala pa. Let me see. Okay, so nobody wants to share like even if it means like achieve a money goal. Who wants to achieve a money goal here? Like na dapat makaipon ako ng 100,000 or something, or 1 million. Just raise your hands. Yan, kasi feeling ko nagkakahiyaan pa eh. And it's now time for you to use your learnings. Ayan, si Beatrice. Hi, Bea. Bea, can I call you Bea?
Hello, yes, you can call me Bea.
Ayan. Hi, Bea.
Hi. So my goal is of course, to graduate. That's the ultimate goal or intention.
So if your goal is to, thank you for sharing and being a brave soul. So like if your goal is to graduate, why? Bakit nga ba? Pwede ka namang hindi mag-aral eh, di ba? Bakit? Ba't mo gusto mag-graduate?
To get a degree po. Para get a
And when
good
you-
job in the future.
Okay, so you want to get a degree and you want to get a good job. For what?
For feeling ko, for sa akin, it's a sense of like satisfaction
Sense of satisfaction.
na you
and-
completed and all your hard work throughout your school years will pay off.
And then when you do that, anong mararamdaman mo? Like having that sense of satisfaction and having that sense of having that sense of satisfaction and perhaps accomplishment, how would you feel yourself? How would you feel? Masaya ka ba? Feeling mo ba ang galing mo, powerful? What comes to your mind? What comes to mind when pagka inisip mo, ano nararamdaman mo when you achieve all those? Accomplish mo na siya.
Masaya. Masaya po.
Masaya. So we can use joyful as an expression or as an intention, or joy can also be responsibility, na parang grabe, nagawa ko yun during my school years. I was able to finish. Responsibility because nakita mo that you are responsible and that you are also powerful, could be. So let me take all these three words first. So you guys, the rest of you can already think what your intentions are para magamit niyo siya for the rest of the year. So like for Bea, thank you Bea for sharing. So I just added two more para mas crisp yung intention. It's like you experiencing yourself as responsible, as powerful, because you can make things happen, and because of that, you are joyful, you're happy. So let's take these three things. Let's take these three words, core values, as an intention for the year. And so now, kasi it's all about you being able to anchor yourself. You use your intention as an anchor. Gagawin mo ba itong project mo na to? Is it going to bring you responsibility? It's going to, the sense of responsibility, will it help you feel more powerful? Will it bring joy into your life? Because anything that is not aligned to your intention or how you want to experience yourself, you have to let go. Para mas madaling pumili, di ba? Na parang hindi mo, like specifically in your space, if you want to feel responsible, if you want to feel powerful, and if you want to feel joyful in your space, ano ngayon sa workspace mo or sa kwarto mo ngayon ang ile-let go mo because it's not contributing to your intention, especially for the year. If that is clear for everybody, can I see a number 1 in the chat box, please? Awesome. We're on the right track. Okay, so let me proceed with the next one. So so see Faith. Hi, Faith.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon po. I'm
Hi,
sorry
good
I wasn't
afternoon.
able to open my cam due to connectivity issue, but I just have one question po.
Yes.
I just have one question po. I just wanted to know if yung align naman po yung goal mo, alam mo yung intention mo, alam mo yung gusto mong ma-achieve throughout the year, but if yung nabanggit niyo po na if meron kang isang bagay na kailangang bitawan para ma-achieve mo yung intention, what if po yung bagay na bibitawan mo parang nagbo-brought po siya ng pain or magiging sad ka po, gano'n. Parang mabi-build up na iisipin mo, worth it ba na bitawan yung bagay na yun, gano'n. Paano mo po siya ma-overcome?
Okay, so my question naman, thank you for that. So my question is, if letting that go is going to be painful for you, ano mas masakit? Carrying it ng tuloy-tuloy, tapos sa dulo, ile-let go mo rin siya? Or letting it go right now? Or letting it go as soon as possible?
Ano ma'am, letting it go as soon as possible. Pero parang, di po ba parang ang hirap kasi na mag-take ng first step. Parang yun po talaga yung pinakamahirap. Ang hirap step up, tapos i-take yung first step for letting go po ng something na alam mong masama or alam mong hindi aligned, pero precious para sa'yo.
Yun. Mas ano siya, parang isipin mo na lang siya in this way, price versus benefit. So the price you're paying is masakit siya. the benefit is you don't have to decide of letting go, but masakit siya. Kasi kahit na importante siya sa'yo. If you let go naman ngayon, the price that you're paying is like one shot, masakit, and I'm sure you will eventually get over it. But the benefit is, as you let go of something that is not aligned with you, you're actually opening up your space for something that is aligned for you, na mas karapat-dapat para sa'yo. And wouldn't you want to have that promise of being able to say to yourself, because you deserve that space or something that makes you feel good, but still it's also not painful. Pwede mo siyang isipin na parang, okay, very logical, diba? Ano mas masakit? Masakit ba pagka pahabain ko pa ba to or paikliin? Pero kasi pagka pinahaba mo siya, mawawala yung opportunity to find a replacement that is actually much better and right for you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you po. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Faith. Hindi ko alam kung ano yun pero yes.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you. So, so ito actually, this is a very simple picture of a person who asked for my help. Sa first picture, hindi ko nalagyan ng animation, but for the first picture, ano siya, actually school teacher siya. Wala siyang work from home space. And she's working dun sa area kung saan yung mga damit nila sa cabinet. So may cabinet in front of the computer. May cabinet din sa likod niya. Nilagyan lang niya ng magandang tape, parang magandang tela with a drawing. Kasi yan yung Zoom background niya. But every time may kukuha ng damit, kailangan niyang urong yung buong table. Kung may kukuha ng damit, kailangan niyang urong yung Zoom background niya. So it was really very difficult for her at nakaka-stress kasi nasa kwarto pa nila ito. And finally, nakakita siya ng isang room, yung room ng anak niya. Pero ito yung itsura ng room ng anak niya, napakadaming gamit. So sabi namin, sige, lumipat ka na lang dyan. Yung anak mo naman, 7 years old, baka may mga gamit pa siya dyan, mga pang 1-year-old or mga hindi na niya nilalaro. So now, she was able to move here. And this is also a picture of you as you create success, as you create a space for success, especially if you're working, especially if you're studying. Because all of these things are really, parang for you to have a space where you can work, is it's now 4:44. Okay, it's now 4:44 and we still have like a few more slides. But here, the first slide is related to what I was saying earlier. Appoint a space. Appointing a space means pipili ka kung saan ka talaga pupwesto. And as we relate, for you to create success for the year with whatever goal that you have, with whatever intention that you have, create a space for that. Because creating a space will help you with your boundaries. Boundaries will take away distractions, take away interruptions. And if you have a space, you will also have that focus for you to do your work or to do your study. And most of the time, para siyang parang pagkaupo mo dun sa space mo, parang work mode on ka na agad or study mode on. And appointing a space also gives you privacy. Privacy to be able to do the things that you need to do. And when you have a Zoom meeting like this, you also have a privacy for yourself. But for people, ako kasi before, I didn't have like a specific space. I was able to do work using a mobile setup. It worked for me for a while, but appointing a space kasi is actually better. Like right now, I already have my own workspace because it's so much easier. Pagkaupo ko sa upuan ko, alam ko na, titignan ko lahat ng to-do list ko, bubuksan ko yung laptop ko, at magtatrabaho ako. And it saves me a lot of time because I already have a workspace instead of mag-set up pa ako and all. So number 2, design your space in a way it reminds you of success. So just like kind of related to the earlier tip, The earlier tip kasi, di ba, appoint a space. But as soon as you appoint a space, create the mood in that space. So, pang-trabaho ba siya? Depende kung ano ba yung ginagawa mo for success. Is it your work or if it's for your school? So, set the mood. And also feel good in that space. If you don't feel good, lalo na kung maraming nakakalat, maraming distractions, parang ang dami-daming mga papel, you actually don't have the space to move, then it doesn't feel good. And feeling good is always better for you to become more productive, for you to be able to achieve success na hindi ka na-drain. And then third, what do you want to be known for? So in Feng Shui, it's important kasi di ba sa Feng Shui may mga spots sa bahay na dapat ganito, dapat kulay pula, etc., etc. But a simpler way to apply Feng Shui is parang giving yourself a reminder of what success is for you. So if your plan in the future is to become a doctor, or if your plan in the future is to build a business or to expand your business, how does it look like? It could be in a form of a vision board. It could also be a form of a figurine that tells you that I am already popular, kung gusto mo maging influencer, etc., how does it look like? And apply it in your space so that it reminds you. Because every time you see it, you will be reminded of what success looks like for you. And so you put attention to that. And it helps you focus on the things that you need to do. And then third, define your essentials. When you're going to work, it's important to know ano ba yung importante sa'yo para magawa mo yung trabaho. If para siyang cooking, ano yung mga ingredients na kailangan ko para maging masarap yung lutuin ko or yung pagkain na iluluto ko. So it's just the same. What are your main tools? What do you think you need for success? Is it a laptop? Is it a pad paper beside you? Is it a pen? Kailangan ba may calculator ka? If you are in accounting, what are the things that you need? What are the things that you usually use? What are your essentials? The things that are necessary for you to be able to do the things that you need to do. And once your essentials are there, now it's a time to put it in order. Because an organized space will offload things inside your head na nasan ba yung ballpen ko? Or parang, you won't really waste time looking for something because you know where it is already put. Because it's already arranged by order. And if you have a small space, you can, parang whatever's within your arm's reach, yun yung kailangan, mga essentials. And if you don't use it all the time, then you can set it aside in a farther place para lang ma-relieve or ma-offload yung table mo at magkaroon ka ng space for your stuff that are important. And then tip number 4. So before I get into tip number 4, I would like to just see if you guys are still here. Can you type in letter A? Yan, you guys are still here. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So, our tip number 4 is prepare a system. Dapat may sistema ka. Para lalo na para sa files mo. Especially if you're a person who writes everything on paper, what is your system? Para hindi mawala yung sinulat mo sa papel. Kung digital, what is your system for you to be able to access your files easily? And it goes into the filing system. Filing system, dapat pagsama-samahin ang pare-pareho. So if anything related to finance, anything related to a specific subject, anything related to marketing, dapat sama-sama siya in a specific folders para madali lang for your mind to access them. And the naming convention. Sino sa inyo yung laging laging naghahanap ng file na hindi nila malaman kung nasaan yung file? Because that's what you can also create a system for. Create a naming convention. Na okay, pagkagagawa ako for a specific project, when I save a file name, I will always begin with the category, what is it about? Kunwari, if it's a contract, if it's an events brief, if it's whatever type of document it is, and then you can put in the name of the person or a subtitle to that, and then a date if you want to. And if you do that, it would be easier for you to access what are your different files instead of like kung ano lang maisip yun na word and try to remember it later on. And then last, take time to pause and breathe. Because we talked about mindfulness earlier, it's important for you to pause and breathe because we're highly sensitive beings. And most of the time, we become oversensitized already, na parang nawawala na yung attention natin to the here right now. It's always thinking about something else, the thoughts are flying somewhere else. It's either in the past or in the future or somewhere else literally. And it's important for you to take time to pause and breathe para you are able to settle down. You see this when your digital clutter is piling up and maybe perhaps a day just flew by na parang anong nangyari sa akin? Naubos na lang pala yata yung oras ko sa Facebook or sa Netflix or whatever. Or naubos yung oras mo sa mga bagay na hindi pala aligned or not even contributing to the year that you want for this year. So, if your goal is to be healthy, are you really spending time for you to be healthy? If your goal is to earn money and to earn an X amount of money, what are you doing to achieve that? Are you selling? Are you creating your product or service? Do you actually have a space for you to create that product or service? Do you have a space to talk to people to be able to sell? Do you have a space for you to exercise? Because if not, chances are, mas mahirap mo ma-achieve yung goal if you don't have the space for the success that you have in mind. Yeah. So because like for me and Ali Canita, it's really all about space care. And when you take care of your space, you're also able to take care of yourself. So these are the ways that I can help, or these are the ways that the services I offer. I do decluttering and organizing coaching. I also do executive coaching for business owners. I do meditation. I help people be able to meditate. And I do a lot of corporate and private workshops. And this is me. This is where you can find me. So, and I hope you can support me by liking my page. It's Align Your Home with Ali Canita on Facebook. And on Instagram, it's just Ali Canita. So now I would like to open the floor for questions. Do you have questions? If you would like to get more tips, you can actually ask me. If you have a specific problem in your space, you can actually just just unmute yourself and ask me. And perhaps I can help you during our session. We still have a few more minutes for the webinar. But with that, while waiting for your questions, I will type in the link to my Facebook. And I hope you can help me add more likes and followers here. There you go. Yeah. So any questions, space? May question ka pa? Anything related to your space or intention, if you'd like help for me to clarify your intention, which is related to your goal, let me know. Because an intention is something that will guide you. Para siyang compass. What do I actually want to do? And how is it expressed in different ways? In my space, in my life, in my schedule, in the projects that I would like to spend time on. Ayan. Yeah. So far, everything's good. Yeah. See, Ira is nodding her head. How are you, Cheyenne? Everything good? Was the session helpful for you this year?
Yes, miss.
And thank you. Ayan. So with that, si Myrtle says yes then. Yay, thank you. And I'm glad that you liked it. And I hope that you're able to clarify your intentions because it's something that will really help you not only this year, but in the succeeding years to come. So, yan. Okay, so I have a question. What do you do to relieve your stress if you're always feeling anxious and down? Me, the first thing that I do is whatever it is that's bothering me, that's making me feel anxious, I write it down. I write it down on a blank sheet of paper. Tapos hindi ako nagsisensor ng sarili ko. So if I want to really say something, nagagalit ako kasi ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Sinusulat ko kasi natatanggal na siya sa mind ko and nata-transfer na siya sa paper. So when you're feeling a lot of worries, when you're feeling a lot of anxiety or even pain or hurt or whatever it is that's pulling you down, you can write it down. And for some people, nag-work siya talaga. Para siyang and it will not work in a snap, but it will help you relieve the feeling of feeling down. And apart from that, if you're feeling down, move. Especially for people who are feeling stuck na parang wala nang magandang nangyayari or wala nang parang helpless, parang kahit wala nang nangyaring maganda sa buhay ko, sa school or whatever, I encourage them to move. Like literally, talon-talon, jumping jacks, para gumalaw-galaw yung dugo at malinawan. Kasi when you move, it parang inspires you, and also because it will affect your hormones. And pagka ako inis na inis talaga, pagka-inis na inis talaga, before, what really helped me with things, parang when I'm feeling stuck, when I'm feeling down, naglilinis ako, like really declutter. Titignan ko yung mga libro, ano ba yung mga hindi ko na nababasa dito? As ano ba yung mga damit na hindi nakakasya sa akin, nandito pa. Yung mga ganyan. So, and it helps you, parang it really, physically kasi, you're able to say, this one is for me, this one is not for me. And when you're able to retain the things that are making you happy, it gives you a new sense of self na parang, okay, I'm starting from scratch, I'm starting fresh. And that could also help you. And of course, talking to somebody so that it's not stuck in the head, whatever is making you feel anxious. Yun. I hope I was able to answer your question. Yeah, so Kimberly, you can ask me.
So, ayan po ma'am, nag-agree po ako nakakapag-stress. Kailangan po mag-move kasi ganun po ginagawa ko ma'am. Halimbawa, example, kapag nag-stress po ako, nalilinis ko po buong bahay. Kumbaga parang doon po ako nare-relax. Parang, hay nako, parang pag nagawa ko pong maglinis kapag stress ako, parang nare-release po yung stress ko, gano'n. Pero
Yeah.
may question din po ako, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Paano po ma-influence yung kasama mo sa bahay na i-let go niya na yung mga bagay na hindi naman na niya ginagamit? Yung obvious na po nakalat na, pero, ay hindi, pwede pa yun. Yung ganun po.
Mm-mm. Actually, nanggaling ako dyan. Yung mommy ko kasi talaga,
Opo.
maraming gamit. Kasi, but the thing is, parang, as much as we want to help them, we also have to understand where they are coming from and what they are experiencing. Kasi kung i-assert natin kung ano yung gusto natin, because it benefits us, but they cannot see the benefit yet, so medyo mas may tension, di ba? So what I do is you just think that she will be able to let go of it in due time. That's one. And number two, parang just help them with, if it's kunwari nakakalat talaga sa daanan, offer your help na okay lang ba if tulungan kita ayusin para lang we have more space, ganyan. Or para lang hindi nag-accumulate ng dust kasi yung dust itself nakaka-achew, 'di ba? Mga ganung bagay. But lastly, start by creating a space that is good for you for yourself. So what I do, I always ask, dati pre-pandemic, like kung pinapapunta yung parents ko dito, ganyan, sa bahay namin. And then they see na parang maaliwalas, masaya. Alam mo yun, yung that feeling of where you will get all the things that you need. And when they feel like there's a change in themselves whenever they go to your house or go to your room, and nararanasan nila na parang, ang sarap pala dito sa kwarto mo dahil malinis. And then that's actually a good way for you to convince them to start doing it in their own rooms. Kasi as much as you would like to do it for them, babalik at babalik siya. Babalik at babalik siya kasi everything that is surrounding us is actually an effect, an outcome of the things that we are doing. Ikaw naman ang magde-decide kung bibili ka ng maraming Shopee at Lazada, di ba? Ikaw din naman ang magde-decide kung bubuksan mo sila lahat agad-agad or hindi. Ikaw din naman magde-decide na ano yung, it's all a product of our decisions, whatever is in our space. And so, you can help them by helping them experience it in your own room. Yun, parang mas ano siya, mas madali. And also know, wag mo silang i-judge na, ay, ang kalat niya. And parati siyang magiging makalat. But if you think of them na, ay, soon, malapit na to maglinis, malapit na to mag-declutter, mas maano nila, masisense nila na parang, o nga, kailangan ko nang mag-ayos, ganyan.
For example, Miss Ali, gamit ko siya and ready na ako i-let go. Pero yung tao sa paligid ko yung hindi maka-let go sa gamit na yun. Paano po? Ganun po kasi nangyayari. Parang, ano ba yan? Parang,
Ayun. Ano, yung gamit mo ba, magagamit pa siya ng iba?
yes po, pinapamigay ko na po. Tapos sila, ay, hindi, pwede pa yan. Yung, inalis ko na po sa kwarto, pero, wala, yun na naman. Nakikita ko po nakatabi na naman sa kung saan part ng bahay. Ganun po.
So, if it's already yours, kung sa'yo na siya talaga, it's yours. So, it's your decision na ipamigay na siya. Kung ano, parang wag ka nang magpapapigil kung sa'yo naman siya talaga. Iba na yung usapan kung kung hindi siya sa'yo pero tinatapon mo. Kasi hindi naman talaga siya sa'yo. So, make sure that you are really the owner of those things. Because if you're the owner, you are the person who will decide what to let go of and what not to let go of. And if you see them, kung nakita mo, it's still lying around, you can ask, pwede na natin ito ibigay kasi mas maganda kung mas maayos. And kung naniniwala kayo sa feng shui, sa swerte, totoo naman din siya talaga na pagka nag-let go ka sa bahay mo, ng mga mas maraming blessings ang darating kasi you feel good. But also at the same time, pagka malinis yung bahay, 'di ba mas maraming parang mas papasok yung bisita. Think of luck as bisita. Na darating at darating kasi meron kang space para sa kanila. Yeah, ganun. That's how they think in feng shui in terms of decluttering. So, kunwari yung bahay medyo magulo, hindi ako makaikot, mukhang masikip, mas lalong hindi siya attractive sa swerte. Parang ganun yung dating. But yeah, you can use it because Chinese New Year is like 2 weeks from now.
Thank you po, Miss Ali. Ayan.
Ayan. Thank you, Kimberly. Meron pang question?
Pa po.
Ayan. I hope you guys all... Ayan, si Angelica. Yes. Go, Angelica.
Hello po. Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon.
Tanong ko lang po, kung effective rin po ba itong mga advice po and ideas po para po sa family na marami po talaga sa bahay? Kasi po, napansin ko po sa social media po na nag-online class po siya tapos yung bahay po nila maliit lang po talaga. Yung bang mga ano po, wala po talagang mga kakayahan na pumasok sa ganun po. Hindi ko po alam kung effective rin po ba to yung mga ganyang ideas po para po sa kanila. Paano po yun makakatulong po sa kanila sa ganun po? Kung yung community na po talaga nila tsaka yung nararanasan po talaga nila sa bahay yung parang struggle na po talaga sa life nila. Paano po nila yun matatanggap po? Thank you po.
Thank you, Angelica. Thank you for that question. So, yung decluttering naman kasi, hindi siya namimili kung anong lifestyle. So, decluttering is like for you as a person, ano yung kailangan mo, and how you would want to surround yourself. But in reality, there are homes na kunyari sa isang kwarto, 12 sila, sa isang bahay, 20 sila or whatever. There are some instances na may mga ganun yung situation. But for those people na sharing a lot of the spaces, what I tell them is, meron ka pa ring area kung saan ka natutulog. Meron ka pa ring area kung saan mo nilalagay yung sarili mong gamit, mga damit. Meron ka pa ring area kung saan mo ilalagay yung mga mga gamit sa school or gamit sa trabaho. And lalo na yung mga tao na nag-share, you can still find the spot na kung saan ka nakahiga, 'di ba? Kung saan ka maglalagay ng sarili mong gamit, and you can take care of that. You can take care of that na maayos siya. You can take care of that na you won't have so many things na hindi mo na kailangan talaga. Pero meron, kasi lalo na kung limited yung space, mas lalong kailangan, mas limited din yung gamit. And if it's a question of not having a space for Zoom meeting or class or mga meeting online, you can talk with them na importante kasi sa akin na maka-attend ng meeting. Importante kasi sa akin na magkaroon ng time to attend classes. And you can already tell them na pwede bang itong sulok na to, dito ako. Tapos pagka may meeting ako, pakiusap, pwede bang wala na lang munang maingay. But you on your own, you can even put in yung, sa laptop meron yan yung parang magpa-cancel ng noise. Or gamit ka ng headset kasi pagka naka-headset, mas klaro yung voice mo. Although maririnig pa rin yung background, at least mas clear. So yun, you find out that space for you. It's possible. It's still possible to apply your learnings here, even for your laptop or even your cell phone. Kasi parang last year, I also taught a class for Caloocan City Business High School. And also the same, parang naka-create sila ng area where they can study, even yung cellphone nila, na-declutter nila, yung sarili nilang cabinet, na-declutter nila, kasi mas gusto pala nila na, ay, mas maganda pala pagka ganito, ganyan. So yun, parang, it's a lifestyle. It doesn't fit a specific level of life. It can be done by everybody. Ayun. But thank you, Angelica, for your question.
Welcome po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Ayan. Anybody else who has a question? And I'm really glad, ang dami nyo. Grabe, ang dami-dami nyo. Ayun. If not, then I would already close our session. And I would like to thank everybody and also wish you a good journey of decluttering, not only for your spaces, but also decluttering everything that you are working around with so that you can create success, more success in your life. So thank you. And I hope you can follow me on Facebook para dumami naman yung followers ko. But yeah, thank you everybody.
Thank you po, Miss Ali. I hope our audience took down notes and of course, learn a lot from today's speakers like I did. Thank you so much, our dear guest speaker this afternoon, Miss Ali, for the acknowledgement of your participation. An certificate will be given to you. The certificate is proudly presented to Ali Kanita for imparting valuable knowledge during the webinar, Create a Space for Success, via Zoom, given the 20th day of January 2022. Thank you once again, Ms. Ali Kanita, for your time, and I hope you enjoy sharing those knowledge of yours. And of course, thank you, W staff members. Thank you po, Ms. Ali. And W staff members for attending this webinar. It is our pleasure to have you here. So once again, we would like to thank the following sponsors for today's webinar. Medresol, Accounting Portal Philippines, Alabang State Realty Directory, Mobile Palengke, Philippine Travel Expo, Philippine Virtual Expo, Philippine Workshop, Online Salubong Center, and Philippine Hotels Directory. Thank you for supporting our event. Before we end today's event, we would also like to promote our talk show, Let's Talk About Weddings, tomorrow at 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. And of course, the Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines Incorporated membership. Be a proud member. If you're still not a member, what are you waiting for? Visit our Facebook page and directly message us for your inquiry. On behalf of WSAP, thank you to everyone for joining with us. And of course, to our guest speaker this afternoon, Miss Ali, once again, thank you po. And I am Kimberly Fontanilla, now signing off. Thank you for your time. Keep safe and have a great day, everyone. Thank you po.
Thank you ulit. Bye.
Thank you po.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mom.
po.
Thank you po.